What if everything we know about history is just the tip of the iceberg? What if ancient civilizations had knowledge, scientific, spiritual, and technological, that far surpassed what we have today? Imagine a world where entire continents flourished with advanced wisdom, where energy flowed freely, and where knowledge of the cosmos wasn't just speculation, but an integrated part of daily life. For centuries, historians and archaeologists have pieced together humanity's past, based on ruins, artifacts, and written records. But what about the civilizations that left behind no physical traces? Or worse, those whose legacies were erased from history? Could places like Atlantis, Lemuria, and even the highly advanced Mayan civilization have possessed knowledge that could change the way we see the world today? In this video, we're diving deep into the lost knowledge of ancient civilizations. We'll explore the mysteries of Atlantis, a legendary island said to have wielded technology far beyond our own. We'll uncover the spiritual wisdom of Lemuria, a civilization that some believe understood the secrets of human consciousness better than we do today. And we'll examine the Mayans' advanced understanding of time and space, questioning whether their knowledge truly disappeared or was preserved in secret. But here's the real question. Why were these civilizations lost? Were they victims of natural disasters, wars, or something more? And if they really had such advanced knowledge, could fragments of their wisdom still be influencing our modern world, hidden in plain sight? Stay with us as we unravel the greatest historical enigmas, challenge what we think we know, and reveal the secrets of ancient civilizations. Because the deeper you look, the more you'll realize the past isn't as lost as we think. For thousands of years, Atlantis has remained one of the most captivating mysteries of human history. First described by the Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BCE, this legendary civilization was said to be a highly advanced society, thriving thousands of years before recorded history. But Atlantis wasn't just any ancient city. It was a place of technological marvels, architectural grandeur, and unparalleled wisdom. According to Plato, Atlantis was an island kingdom beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. It was described as a vast empire, boasting advanced infrastructure, towering temples, and an organized society that understood both science and spirituality in ways that seem almost futuristic. But then, it vanished, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night of catastrophe. Skeptics argue that Atlantis is just a philosophical allegory, a story Plato created to illustrate his ideas about human nature, power, and morality. But others believe that Atlantis was real, a once great civilization wiped off the face of the earth by a global catastrophe, perhaps a massive flood, an earthquake, or even an ancient war. Some theories propose that Atlantis was not a single island, but a network of interconnected cities, possibly linked to ancient civilizations across the globe. Could the Minoans of Crete, the Mayan cities in Mesoamerica, and even the lost land of Lemuria have been part of an ancient global knowledge network? One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from underwater structures found across the world. The Bimini Road off the coast of the Bahamas consists of massive, flat stones arranged in what appears to be a deliberate formation. Some believe it could be part of an ancient Atlantean structure, now submerged beneath the ocean. Similarly, the Yonaguni Monument near Japan features intricate stone terraces and staircases beneath the sea, an anomaly that mainstream archaeologists struggle to explain. Plato described Atlantis as technologically superior to any other civilization of its time. Some theories suggest that the Atlanteans may have possessed knowledge of advanced energy sources, possibly crystal-based power grids or zero-point energy, capable of drawing unlimited energy from the Earth's natural electromagnetic fields. Anti-gravity technology. Some claim that the Atlanteans used vibrational frequencies to manipulate gravity, allowing them to construct massive structures effortlessly. Astronomical and cosmic wisdom. The Atlanteans were said to have deep knowledge of celestial alignments and universal energy flows, influencing later civilizations like the Egyptians and Mayans. One of the most intriguing theories is that Atlantis was home to a highly developed energy system based on crystals. In Edgar Cayce's visions, he described the Atlanteans as having an energy grid powered by massive quartz crystals, capable of harnessing the Earth's natural energy fields. If Atlantis was real, why did it disappear? One of the most widely accepted theories is that Atlantis fell victim to a cataclysmic event around 12,000 years ago, coinciding with the end of the last ice age. This period saw massive shifts in sea levels, widespread flooding, and sudden climate change, events that could have easily swallowed a low-lying civilization like Atlantis. This theory aligns with global flood myths, including the Great Flood in the Bible, Noah's Ark, the Sumerian flood myth, Epic of Gilgamesh, Hindu mythology's Pralaya, describing massive floods that reset civilization, the Aztec and Mayan creation cycles, which describe previous worlds destroyed by water. Some speculate that Atlantis fell victim to its own technological hubris, that the Atlanteans misused their knowledge, leading to their destruction. Was it an energy experiment gone wrong? A cosmic event they failed to predict? Or a war with another advanced civilization? Some researchers believe that elements of Atlantean knowledge survived and were passed down through secret societies, mystery schools, and hidden texts. Ancient Egypt. Many claim the pyramids were influenced by Atlantean engineering, and that early Egyptian priests were the last custodians of Atlantean knowledge. Secret societies. Some believe that organizations like the Freemasons and Rosicrucians hold fragments of ancient Atlantean wisdom. Modern technology. Could breakthroughs in energy, physics, and even quantum mechanics be rediscoveries of ancient Atlantean principles? One of the most intriguing theories about Atlantis suggests that it may not have been a tropical island at all, but rather a civilization that existed in what is now Antarctica. This idea comes from the Peary Race map, a mysterious map drawn in 1513 that appears to depict Antarctica's coastline before it was covered in ice. If Antarctica was once ice-free, as some geological studies suggest, it may have been over 12,000 years ago. Then it's possible that an advanced civilization could have lived there. A sudden pole shift, or a rapid change in Earth's axis, could have caused an instant freeze, burying Atlantis under miles of ice. Could remnants of an ancient Atlantean civilization still be hidden beneath Antarctica's ice sheets? Some researchers believe that satellite images and radar scans show unnatural structures beneath the ice, sparking theories that governments may have already found something, but aren't revealing it to the public. Did the Atlanteans migrate elsewhere? If Atlantis was destroyed, did all of its people perish, or did some of them escape, taking their knowledge with them and influencing future civilizations? Some theorists believe that Atlantean survivors could have traveled to Egypt, Central America, or Mesopotamia, sharing their knowledge with early civilizations like the ancient Egyptians, who built the pyramids with mathematical precision and had an advanced understanding of astronomy and engineering. The Mayan and Aztec cultures, which had astronomical knowledge, step pyramids, and advanced calendars that some believe were too sophisticated for their time. The Sumerians, one of the world's first recorded civilizations, who seemed to suddenly acquire advanced agriculture, language, and societal structures. Could these civilizations have inherited fragments of Atlantean knowledge, allowing them to achieve sudden advancements? Some researchers believe that ancient texts and hieroglyphs contain clues to this lost civilization, hidden in myths and oral traditions. The question remains, was Atlantis real, or just a philosophical tale? Mainstream historians argue that Atlantis was simply Plato's cautionary allegory, a story warning about the dangers of power and arrogance. But as we uncover more ancient sites, underwater ruins, and mysterious texts, the idea that a highly advanced civilization once existed and was lost becomes harder to dismiss. Could Atlantis have been a real civilization, wiped from history by disaster, secrecy, or deliberate suppression? And if we ever uncover its remains, what secrets might they reveal about human history, lost technology, and the true nature of our past? One thing is certain, the legend of Atlantis refuses to disappear. While the legend of Atlantis is widely known, there's another lost civilization that is just as mysterious, Lemuria. Described as a land of great spiritual wisdom and harmony, Lemuria is said to have existed thousands of years ago, possibly even before Atlantis. Some believe it was an ancient utopia, home to an enlightened people who understood the secrets of human consciousness, energy, and the universe itself. But like Atlantis, Lemuria disappeared, swallowed by the earth, lost to time, and dismissed by mainstream historians. Did Lemuria really exist, or is it just another myth? And if it was real, what knowledge did it leave behind? The story of Lemuria has its roots in the 19th century, when scientists and mystics alike began searching for evidence of lost lands. One of the earliest references came from British zoologist Philip Sclater, who noticed striking similarities between lemur fossils found in Madagascar and India, but not in Africa or the Middle East. He proposed that a massive landmass once connected these regions, calling it Lemuria, after the lemur species. Although Sclater's theory was eventually disproven with the discovery of plate tectonics, the idea of a lost continent remained. Theosophists and spiritualists, including Helena Blavatsky, later expanded on the concept, claiming that Lemuria was home to an ancient, highly evolved race, one that may have even surpassed our own civilization. If Lemuria existed, where was it located? Theories suggest it may have been in the Indian or Pacific Ocean, possibly stretching from modern-day India and Sri Lanka to Australia, Indonesia, and even Easter Island. Others believe it was connected to the Hawaiian Islands, or that remnants of Lemuria still exist in Mount Shasta, California, a place often associated with mystical phenomena.
Supporters of the Lemurian theory claim that ancient texts and oral traditions from various cultures reference a lost land in the Pacific.
Hindu texts describe Kumari Kandam, a sunken land where an advanced civilization thrived. Polynesian myths speak of a lost homeland called Hawaii, from which their ancestors came. The Tamil people of India and Sri Lanka have legends of a great flood that wiped out their ancestral land. Could these myths be describing Lemuria? Unlike Atlantis, which is often depicted as a technologically advanced empire, Lemuria is said to have been a spiritually advanced civilization. Its people, sometimes called Lemurians, were believed to possess extraordinary mental and psychic abilities. Telepathy, communicating without words through pure thought. Energy healing, understanding how to manipulate life force energy. Crystalline technology, using crystals to store and transmit knowledge. Interdimensional awareness. Some believe the Lemurians could access higher dimensions of existence. The Lemurian philosophy was centered around unity, balance, and a deep connection with nature. Some theorists claim that ancient spiritual teachings, such as those found in Buddhism and Hinduism, may have been influenced by Lemurian wisdom. Like Atlantis, Lemuria is said to have vanished in a catastrophic event. But what caused its destruction? There are several theories. A massive flood or earthquake. Some believe that Lemuria was submerged by rising ocean waters, possibly due to an ancient pole shift or an asteroid impact. A great war with Atlantis. A theory suggests that Lemuria and Atlantis were rival civilizations with conflicting philosophies. Lemuria focused on spiritual enlightenment, while Atlantis pursued technological dominance. Their war may have triggered their mutual downfall. A gradual disappearance. Some believe Lemurians foresaw their destruction and chose to leave, either migrating to other lands or retreating into hidden sanctuaries. Some spiritualists claim that the Lemurians still exist today, not in our physical world, but in higher dimensions or hidden underground cities, such as those said to exist beneath Mount Shasta. If Lemuria was real, could its wisdom still be influencing us today? Some believe that remnants of Lemurian knowledge exist in ancient temples and sacred sites. The energy fields of places like Angkor Wat, Machu Picchu, and Uluru could be connected to Lemurian teachings. Crystals and energy healing. The modern fascination with healing crystals may be a rediscovery of Lemurian practices. Spiritual movements. Many New Age beliefs about energy, chakras, and vibrational frequencies are thought to echo Lemurian wisdom. Unlike Atlantis, which is documented in historical texts, Lemuria has no written records, only oral traditions, spiritual teachings, and scattered myths. Some dismiss it as a 19th century fabrication, while others believe that fragments of truth are hidden in the stories. But here's the question. Could our modern world be rediscovering lost Lemurian wisdom? Are we, in some way, reconnecting with an ancient knowledge that was nearly erased? Whether Lemuria was a real place, a metaphor, or something beyond our understanding, its legend remains. And perhaps, just like Atlantis, its secrets are waiting to be uncovered. The Mayan civilization is one of the most enigmatic and advanced ancient cultures to have ever existed. Flourishing in Mesoamerica between 2000 BCE and 1500 CE, the Mayans developed an intricate understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and timekeeping that continues to puzzle historians and scientists today. But how did they acquire such advanced knowledge? How could a civilization that existed thousands of years ago track celestial movements with near-perfect accuracy, develop a sophisticated calendar system, and construct monumental cities with precise engineering, all without modern technology? Some believe the Mayans possessed wisdom passed down from even older civilizations, possibly including Atlantis or Lemuria. Others suggest that their knowledge came from extraterrestrial sources, or even direct contact with higher dimensional beings. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The Mayans had insights into the universe that were far ahead of their time. One of the Mayans' most famous achievements is their complex calendar system, which was based on precise astronomical calculations. While modern society relies on the Gregorian calendar, the Mayans used multiple interlocking calendars, including the Tzolk'in, 260-day sacred calendar, used for spiritual and ceremonial purposes. The Hab, 365-day solar calendar, tracked agricultural cycles. The Long Count calendar, used to measure vast epochs of time, dating events millions of years into the past and future. The Mayan Long Count calendar famously predicted the end of a major cycle on December 21, 2012. While some misinterpreted this as a prophecy of the world's end, scholars argue that it simply marked the beginning of a new age. But how did the Mayans create such an accurate timekeeping system? Some theories suggest they had knowledge of cosmic cycles beyond what should have been possible for an ancient civilization. Could this knowledge have been inherited from a lost civilization, or even something beyond Earth? The Mayans were obsessed with the stars, and their cities were designed with astronomical precision. Their most famous structures, such as the Temple of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, were built to align perfectly with celestial events like equinoxes and solstices. The Mayans tracked the movements of Venus with extreme precision, even more accurately than early European astronomers. They understood lunar cycles, eclipses, and planetary alignments, incorporating them into their religious and agricultural practices. Many of their temples acted as observatories, where Mayan priests studied the skies and interpreted cosmic messages. How did they develop such an advanced understanding of astronomy, without telescopes or modern instruments? Some believe their knowledge may have been inherited from an earlier civilization, or even taught to them by non-human intelligence. Long before Europe developed the concept of zero, the Mayans were already using it in their highly advanced numerical system. Their base 20 system, instead of our base 10, allowed them to make incredibly precise calculations, which they applied to architectural design, ensuring perfect alignment of temples with celestial bodies. Astronomical calculations, predicting solar eclipses and planetary movements. Timekeeping, allowing them to measure vast periods with astonishing accuracy. The Mayans also built complex water filtration systems, constructed earthquake-resistant structures, and designed entire cities that functioned in harmony with nature. Where did this mathematical knowledge come from? Some suggest it was inherited from an earlier civilization, while others believe it hints at a forgotten scientific tradition that modern historians have yet to uncover. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the Mayans is why their great cities were abandoned. By 900 CE, many of their massive urban centers, including Tikal, Copan, and Palenque, were mysteriously deserted. Theories about their disappearance include climate change and drought. Evidence suggests that extreme droughts may have led to famine and societal collapse. Internal warfare. Conflicts between Mayan city-states may have weakened the civilization. A mass migration or spiritual transformation. Some believe the Mayans did not disappear, but instead moved underground or ascended to a higher plane of existence. Interestingly, modern Mayan descendants still live in parts of Mexico and Central America, and their oral traditions speak of a lost golden age, one that some say is linked to ancient civilizations that came before them. Some believe that the Mayans were not an isolated civilization, but rather a culture that inherited knowledge from older lost civilizations? Could their wisdom have come from Atlantis, Lemuria, or even extraterrestrial sources? Ancient Mayan texts and carvings depict godlike beings descending from the sky, offering knowledge and guidance.
Serpent deities such as Kukulkan, Quetzalcoatl, who were often linked to wisdom, cosmic energy, and transformation.
Portals and stairways to the heavens, suggesting an understanding of interdimensional travel. The Mayans may not have vanished completely, but their greatest achievements remain shrouded in mystery. Their advanced astronomy, mathematics, and timekeeping suggest a level of understanding that should have been impossible for an ancient civilization. Did the Mayans rediscover knowledge from a lost civilization? Were they guided by otherworldly beings or cosmic forces? And what secrets might still be hidden in their ancient texts and temples? One thing is certain. The Mayans were far more advanced than mainstream history acknowledges. Perhaps, as we continue to explore the past, we'll uncover the true source of their knowledge and what it means for the future of humanity. The lost civilizations of Atlantis, Lemuria, and the Mayans may seem like distant myths, but their influence on modern society could be more significant than we realize. Across the world, we see architectural wonders, scientific breakthroughs, and spiritual traditions that bear striking similarities to what is believed to have existed in these lost societies. Could elements of Atlantean technology, Lemurian wisdom, and Mayan astronomical knowledge have survived, hidden within secret societies, religious doctrines, or even our modern scientific advancements? Some researchers believe that fragments of their knowledge were preserved and passed down, shaping our present world in ways most people never suspect. One of the most obvious links between ancient civilizations and modern society is architecture. The precision and complexity of ancient structures, from the pyramids of Egypt to Machu Picchu and Angkor Wat, mirror modern engineering techniques that only recently became possible. The Great Pyramid of Giza aligns almost perfectly with true north, a feat that would require advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The Mayan city of Teotihuacan was built with a layout that eerily resembles a circuit board, raising questions about their technological awareness. Underwater ruins, like Dwarka in India and the Bimini Road, suggest lost civilizations had construction techniques that could withstand rising sea levels. Could these architectural achievements have been inspired by the forgotten knowledge of Atlantis or Lemuria? Some believe that Atlantean engineers mastered energy-efficient building techniques, while Lemurians may have used vibrational technology to shape and move massive stones. Modern architects and scientists are now exploring sustainable, self-sufficient cities, much like the legendary descriptions of Atlantis. Could we be rediscovering knowledge that was lost? One of the most intriguing theories about Atlantis is that it possessed an advanced energy system, possibly based on crystal energy or free energy sources. Theories suggest the Atlanteans may have developed wireless energy transmission, similar to what Nikola Tesla attempted in the early 1900s. The concept of zero-point energy, which suggests that free, limitless energy exists in the vacuum of space, sounds remarkably similar to ancient myths of Atlantean power sources. Ancient structures like the pyramids may have served as energy hubs, harnessing geomagnetic energy in ways we don't yet understand. Some researchers believe that ancient civilizations tapped into Earth's natural energy fields, a concept that modern science is only beginning to explore. If such knowledge existed, was it deliberately suppressed? Why did Tesla's wireless energy experiments disappear? Some believe that the elite may have hidden ancient energy technologies to maintain control over modern energy systems. Many historians suggest that the knowledge of Atlantis and Lemuria didn't completely disappear. It was simply hidden. Secret societies like the Freemasons, Rosicrucians, and the Knights Templar have long been rumored to possess ancient wisdom passed down through the ages. The Freemasons use sacred geometry and numerology in their teachings, concepts that also appear in Mayan, Egyptian, and Atlantean architecture. The Rosicrucians claim to hold esoteric knowledge that dates back to ancient times, including mystical practices that align with Lemurian spiritual traditions. The Knights Templar was said to have discovered hidden wisdom during the Crusades, possibly linking back to Atlantis. Could these groups be preserving knowledge from ancient civilizations, waiting for the right moment to reveal it? Some believe that breakthroughs in quantum mechanics, consciousness studies, and energy research might be the modern rediscovery of this lost knowledge. The spiritual practices of Atlantis and Lemuria may also survive in modern religions and esoteric traditions. Many ancient civilizations emphasized the power of consciousness, vibrational energy, and the connection between mind and matter, concepts that we now see reflected in various belief systems. Hinduism and Buddhism teach about chakras, meditation, and enlightenment, ideas that resemble Lemurian spiritual teachings. New Age movements promote concepts like vibrational healing, energy fields, and crystal technology, all of which align with ancient Lemurian and Atlantean beliefs. Psychedelic research into consciousness expansion mirrors the shamanic practices of the Mayans, who used plant medicines to access higher states of awareness. Could these traditions be modern echoes of ancient knowledge, adapted over time but still containing hidden truths? One of the biggest questions we must ask is, are we the next lost civilization? Throughout history, societies have risen to great heights, only to collapse and vanish. The Mayan civilization declined. Atlantis disappeared. Lemuria was submerged, and many other ancient cultures met a mysterious fate. What if this is a cycle that repeats itself? Environmental disasters, much like those that may have destroyed Lemuria, are becoming a threat to modern civilization. Technological advancements, similar to those attributed to Atlantis, could either save or destroy humanity, depending on how they are used. Many cultures, like the Mayans, warn of cataclysmic changes that reset human civilization. What if the ancient civilizations left us warnings hidden in myths, architecture, and spiritual teachings? Could they have encoded knowledge that we must uncover before history repeats itself? The idea that ancient civilizations influenced modern society is no longer just speculation. It's an emerging area of study that challenges mainstream historical narratives. From ancient energy technologies to hidden spiritual knowledge, the fingerprints of lost civilizations may still be all around us. Are we unknowingly rediscovering knowledge that was lost thousands of years ago? Could secret societies, ancient texts, and mysterious artifacts hold the keys to understanding our true history? And if these civilizations fell before, can we learn from their mistakes before it's too late? Perhaps the greatest lesson from Atlantis, Lemuria, and the Mayans isn't just about where they went, but what they left behind for us to uncover. The real question is, will we listen? The mysteries of Atlantis, Lemuria, and the Mayans continue to captivate us. Whether they were real civilizations, symbolic legends, or something in between, their stories have endured for centuries. But why? What is it about these lost worlds that still resonate with us today? Perhaps the reason is simple. Because their stories feel unfinished. Their knowledge, their achievements, and their sudden disappearances raise questions we cannot ignore. If these civilizations truly existed, what can we learn from them? Were they wiped out by natural disasters, internal conflicts, or the misuse of their own advanced knowledge? Could their fate serve as a warning for our modern world? As we continue uncovering lost knowledge, hidden artifacts, and ancient texts, one thing becomes clear. History is far more complex than we once believed. New discoveries are constantly emerging. Sunken cities, unexplained structures, and ancient technologies, challenging everything we thought we knew. But the real question isn't whether these civilizations existed. It's why their stories still call to us. Throughout history, great civilizations have risen to power, only to mysteriously collapse. The Mayan cities were abandoned, Lemuria vanished beneath the ocean, and Atlantis was swallowed by the sea. What if history isn't just a straight line of progress, but a cycle that repeats itself? Today, our world faces climate change, rapid technological advancement, and growing global tensions, similar to the challenges that some believe led to the fall of these ancient civilizations. Could we be making the same mistakes? Are we heading toward a turning point in human history? If Atlantis and Lemuria were real, did they leave behind clues to help us avoid their fate? The knowledge of these ancient civilizations may not be entirely lost. Fragments of their wisdom still influence modern science, philosophy, and spiritual traditions. But it's up to us to seek the truth, ask questions, and remain open to new discoveries. Could secret societies, hidden texts, and mysterious artifacts hold the key to understanding our true history? Are we unknowingly rediscovering knowledge that was lost thousands of years ago? And most importantly, what lessons can we apply to our world today? If their knowledge survived in secret societies, religious doctrines, and ancient monuments, could we be on the verge of rediscovering their wisdom? This journey isn't just about the past, it's about the future. If we can learn from their successes and mistakes, we may be able to build a world that avoids the same fate.
The greatest mystery isn't whether these civilizations existed, but rather why their stories still echo through time.
Perhaps the truth is already within us, waiting to be uncovered. If this video made you question history, consider subscribing for more deep dives into ancient mysteries, lost knowledge, and hidden truths. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this journey, and let us know in the comments. Do you think these lost civilizations really existed? Or is their knowledge still influencing us today? Until next time, keep seeking the truth, because history is never as lost as it seems.